Welcome guys, this is Will Foreman from My Mama's Basement New Review Show. This is a special comic block of the Celestials. So it's a video encyclopedia of all the Celestials that I picked 1 through 20. So guess what guys, it might be 2 parts because it's 20 of them. And I did do a couple as for bonus. So sit back guys and enjoy the comic block which is connected to My Mama's Basement New Review Show. I am so happy to do this. Let's get going guys. Alright guys, they're in no particular order, so I'm going to get on with the first character. Gaminon the Gatherer. He collects samples when he goes to world, specimens for testing and different other things that he has to do, and he has to pass it on to a celestial named Jemaya the Analyzer. He does this with a large rod. Now imagine this rod has to be huge. A rod. I'm just kidding. But it has to be huge to gather all this stuff. Each one of these guys have a specific, thing they do. His first appearance was in the Eternals 4, 1976. Let's get to the next guy. The next one is Tarfal the Surveyor. His first appearance was in Eternals 7, 1977. This guy's sole duty is to survey every species he encounters on the planet. Again, I'm not going to go into all of it. I'm just going to kind of give you an idea and give you a picture so you can go check him out for yourself. He's a neat character. I do have some with a little more info. So let's move to the next one. The next guy is Zaran the Tester. His first appearance was The Eternals 1977. This character actually shows up anytime any major character or any person they obtain godhood. And guess what? I knew a little bit about this character because he showed up when Thanos got the Infinity Gems. And it was crazy because, if I'm not mistaken in this comic, Thanos went into rage and actually, I can't remember, he actually killed him. Killed Zaran the Tester because he didn't like what the Living Tribunal, actually judged him on. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If not, check this character out. Before I go on, guys, I just want to make an apology. I may have mixed up the actual Celestials, so please forgive me if I did. I wasn't trying to. I'll keep up with it better. Let's get to the next character, Scathan the Approver. His first appearance was in the Eternals 4, 1977. This character is a very highly regarded as Celestial. He's up there with the Living Tribunal and Eternity. That's all I know about him. So again, please forgive me on this comic block. I need to get it right. I may have mixed the pictures up, so please forgive me. And if you're really into it, just check the characters out and you'll see them. Alright guys. Alright, this character is called Eson the Searcher. His first appearance was in The Eternals 9, The Killing Machine. It's what I read about him is he's one of the Celestials that actually wielded a power stone of one of the Infinity Gems. So you know that he was powerful. Again, he seeks out specimens for Gaminon and he gathers them. So he's a neat character. Check him out. I told you I'm going to give a small snippet of him, but he's the first Celestial I'm talking about. Alright, the next Celestial I'm talking about is Exitar the Executioner. His first appearance was Thor Volume 1, Issue 387. His classification is weird because this is the first time I saw it on this character was a villain and a deity. And he was called the Destroyer of Worlds. So figure, what does he do? Don't know much about him again. I'm going to research the Celestials. I'm actually going to start collecting the Eternals comics and some other stuff, but he's a neat character. Check him out. Alright, as we wrap up the comic block, the last character I wanted to do today was one above all. It's what I read about him, he commands a massive mothership which carries the 4th host. His first appearance was Eternals 13, 1971. What is the 4th host? Isn't that wild? And from what I read, I think Thor actually defeated this guy. But man, a mothership that carries the 4th host. Don't know much about him, but check him out. Alright guys, welcome back to the comic block. Now this one, I actually picked out probably the one Celestial you're probably more acquainted with. And this one I was acquainted with. It's Ashram the Judge. His first appearance was in Eternals 12. He was the killer of planets, leader of the fourth host of the Celestials, responsible for the culling of the deviants and the cause of the Great Flood, also the war with the Watchers. So you know he's the badass. Check him out. Alright, moving right along on the comic block. Jamael the Analyzer, first appearance, Eternal 7, 1977. His sole purpose is to analyze the progression of activities of the civilizations and report them to Ashram the Judge. So you know he's got to report to the big dog. Again, I don't know much about this guy, but I know there's problems when you see him. Check him out, guys. Alright, as I told you guys, I'm going down the list of the Celestials. Some of them are hard to find, some of them I can find. The next one is Nazar the Calculator. His first appearance was the Eternal 7, 1977. His sole purpose is to examine and catalog all the data brought back by him and others and produce his findings to Ashram the Judge as well. That's why I kind of picked that top guy, because these two guys go directly to him. I'm telling you guys, I'm stuck on the Eternals too. I'm going to the comic shop and start collecting that. And when I do, I'll start doing the comic block stories. Alright guys, have a great one. Hey guys, welcome back to the comic block. Now we're moving on to another Celestial called Oneg the Prober. His first appearance was in The Eternals 9 March 1977. The only thing I know, because I told you some of them I know some about, some I don't know about, and I'm looking for information, is he was tasked with the experimentations that they did, and he implemented, I guess, different things. I don't know. I'm not too keen on what he did, but I told you I'm gonna get pictures and I'm gonna keep going back and forth through the Eternals, guys. Alright guys, to the next Celestial. He's pretty much very simple. There's probably much more about him, but I didn't find much about him. All I know, his first appearance was in Eternals 9, 1977. I didn't say his name. His name is Hargen the Measurer. His sole purpose is to just measure. I don't know what else to do. I'll read some more info and find out more about him, guys. Alright guys, the last Celestial I'm going to talk about is Tamut the Dreaming Celestial. I don't have a date when he was actually created, or I couldn't find it for some reason. But Tamut the Communicator has the function to alert the fulcrum of findings of the Celestials during a planetary examination. One thing I do know is that he was exiled to Earth under a mountain. I don't know much more about it. I know it was this whole story behind him, but it's a neat character because he was one of them that was banished. I got one more I'm going to share that's going to blow your mind. So sit back and hold on. Alright guys, the first Celestial I'm talking about is Deveron the Experimenter. First appearance, Marvel Monsters, Devils, Dinosaurs, Volume 1, Shot 2005. He's a young Celestial, which is weird because I never heard, about the young Celestials, but he's a young Celestial who was assigned to watch over the Earth along the side of Gemiel the Manipulator. There's a lot of stuff about this character, but again, I don't know. That's why I like to review him, and at the end, I'm gonna, do a whole encyclopedia. Food for thought. I didn't know these characters were actually action figures. I'm gonna look some pictures up and post some on my next review. The next Celestial is Monolith Gatherer, a Celestial nearly identical to Ashram, the Judger, despite the fact his armor is actually red and purple. He showed up in, I think it was, first appearance was 51, I think it was X-51 Machine Man, but after that, if I'm not mistaken, he never showed up again. Again, another one I know nothing about. You're going to be surprised on the third Celestial because I didn't even know this existed. Alright guys, the last one. I don't know if this is the only character like this. I'm going to do some more research. Ashimia the Female Celestial. This is the only one I didn't know was a female, to be honest with you. This Celestial took human form and went on a mission with Nazareth the Calculator. I'm going to read more about this because I didn't know it was a female Celestial. Again, this is stuff I don't know, so I will do more research and come back and tell you more about it. Because I'm going to start reading the Eternals after I get done doing all of them, and I'm practically through all the Celestials. Alright guys, thanks for being here at the Comic Block. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Alright guys, we're going to close out with the last 4 Celestials, and I'm probably going to add a bonus one in which I never knew existed. This one's called the Red Blue Judge. His first appearance was Fantastic Four Annual 26 June 1993. When Kronos and Kubek traveled the universe, they encountered this strange Celestial standing alone, and it allowed them to enter its mind, and have a peek at some of the Celestial's secrets. This is a very unique one because he only had a few appearances. So here's the info, guys. Check him out. Alright, the next Celestial. Call him the Red Celestial. The Red Celestial is the Celestial equivalent of a midwife and is in charge of bringing newborn Celestials into the world. I thought that was really neat when I found it. I was like, wow, another neat character within the ranks of the Celestials. Here he is, guys. Check him out. Alright guys, on to the next Celestial. Gamiel the Manipulator. A young Celestial who was like Deveron was assigned to watch over Earth. Unlike most Celestials, Gamiel is only as tall as the Hulk. Now, I don't know about you, the Hulk is tall, but most of the other Celestials are 2,000 feet tall. So he was a very small one, but a very young one as well. I was finding out a lot of info, and I can't wait to go get my Marvel Universes so I can read way more about the Celestials. Here he is, guys. Check him out. Alright guys, the last one on the list of what I have as the Celestials is the Blue Celestial. The Blue Celestial was an infant Celestial born from a remains of a dead galaxy that was destroyed by Ego, the living planet countless ages ago. So here we have a creation theory for one of the Celestials that's just a baby. I told you, it gets more and more intriguing as I read about these characters. Can't wait to get in more and can't wait to get into the Eternals. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I will start doing the whole encyclopedia, then I'll go into doing probably Eternals. Enjoy, guys. Bonus time. 2 other characters I found out was pretty neat. There's tons of characters in here. Character by the name of Ajak, the Eternal spokesman of the 3rd and 4th host. I don't have his first appearance. I just found him and thought it was a neat character that I could add at the end of my whole cornucopia of the Celestials. Here he is, guys. Check him out. Alright guys, here's another bonus one. Goddess, the only known 2nd female Celestial. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. Can't wait to read more info on that. She is the mother of the Star Child. Again, I find more and more characters every time I mess with these Celestials. Here she is. Check it out. And also, wanted to add this one in. Here's a picture of Ashimia, the Listener, the other female Celestial. I kind of came across this one looking up the info. Man, I love the internet because you can just find a lot of stuff and you don't have to always buy comics, but at least you can get a beginning, because when I go, I'm going to start collecting the Eternals. So get ready. After the new year, I'm going to start doing, Celeste at the Eternal book, but I'm not going to start anywhere specific. I'm going to grab one and then go from there. I hope you enjoyed this, guys.